An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, this is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lyle. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Mensah. Catch in the middle. It's Pringle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back.
Hits the accelerator to the right. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Miami.
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Levitt. Finds his man, it's Brown. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean,
maybe some room here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The give to Caden Durham. There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations, because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting him on the ground. That's what defensive linemen live for.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country, but the defense, they were all over it, they were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
I think there's a couple of schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Canes in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And the defense drags him down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Run inside. It's Fletcher. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Here's Mensa to throw. Bringing the heat. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pressure coming. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Levin. Got a man. It's Brown.
Man, the slot receiver makes it easy on his quarterback. Did you see how he found the soft spot, the wide open space? That was easy for his quarterback to complete that throw.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. He makes the catch. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the 1st down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's going to fire deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing it away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he's knocked down.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes with the return. They got him in the end zone for a safety. Just an inexplicable lapse of judgment to go back into his own end zone.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Quarterback will keep it. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Hurricanes right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Throwing, Mensah. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. All by himself down the middle. Takes it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Coming out with it, it's Lyle. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Kringle. Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And how about the backup, man? His first touch, he makes a big play in the running game. That is exactly how you earn more carries. He's not a guy that's leaned on to get those starter reps, to get the #1 reps. But when you do that, I promise you'll start to earn more reps with this offense.
How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. They're going to ride this running back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Mensah. Oh, they're after him. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. And the Canes are in the hurry-up. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's Mensah to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch. It's Green. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Makes the grab right down the middle. And the Hurricanes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the...
Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48th. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Pulls it in. It's Green. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, that is not the start you wanted here in the second half on offense. You're already way down on the scoreboard. You need some good things to happen. And right out of the gate in the third quarter, you put it on the ground, and the defense hops on it. That is just poor job of ball security, and that is not a great job coming out, playing with fire and playing with energy.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
With the catch, it's Lofton. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. There's the pressure. And he never had a chance. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. On fourth down, going to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. That's caught. It's Durham. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game. Let him make something happen.
Could be an alley. Discards him with the stiff arm. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all to the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Snap in the shotgun. It's caught. The 2-pointer is good, and now we have a 1-possession game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Cotton. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Wilson open on the right side. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go right back downfield. That's caught. It's Green. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
And a lot of times in football, man, the short memory, we usually talk about the quarterback. But sometimes it's the running back who puts it on the deck. Sometimes it's your playmaker out wide who puts the ball on the deck. But that doesn't mean you abandon it. You come back to him, let him make plays. Nice job making the catch. And I still expect him to be a big part of this football game.
Well, that's 3 throws on this drive and 3 completions and 3 first downs. And it's funny, talking to the offensive coordinator during the week, he said, hey, if my head coach would let me do it.
He's loose. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
Man, one of the reasons this guy's dangerous is because if things get off schedule, he can still hurt you. There was no panic, right? He's not just going to take off and go running. He kept his focus downfield, spotted an open guy, and, man, delivered a strike.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Tigers! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just 1 possession away.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Throwing, Mensah. The short hands, it's Pringle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Complete. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Holding this 4th quarter lead, and they're going to try to finish it off with a gamble on 4th down. So Miami signals for a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Stuff, stop, no chance. This defensive line won the battle, and they got the football back with a 4th down stop.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Puts it out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Good timing on the quick out. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They just keep firing. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Escapes the pressure to his right. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win. And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Finding some room. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
And the Canes inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. Running inside. It's Fletcher. Knocked down for the tackle. Now the Tigers will take their final timeout of the half. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Might as well stick with him. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. A delay of game penalty is the last thing you want when you're in this part of the field. And hang on, they are leaving the offense out there. And look, I understand it doesn't add a possession to the lead with the field goal, but I don't know, it doesn't hurt to tack on some points at this juncture of the game. He's not going to make it, and they'll turn it over on downs, and we're going to have a fight to the finish. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to throw, it's Levin. He's taking a deep shot. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. What a show both of these. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with the Rebels head coach. Anytime the Big Ten takes on the SEC, it is more than just about this game. It is about bragging rights and who is the most dominant conference. We'll find out today, guys. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Rebels ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Moore almost had the completion, just missed it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Moore will throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Now here's Moore. Pocket breaking down. He's got the back in the middle. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. Fourth down, Moore. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a fourth down conversion.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and
makes a grab and room to run. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now. They're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now, it's all through the air.
The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. They'll go play action with Moore. Got his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Got the back over the middle. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they found something with him catching the football in the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Here's Moore to throw. Skips away from pressure. On the move, he fires. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points. And that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
You've heard us talk about it a million times. Find the tight end in the red zone. Use the big bodies, right? Well, they do. And he drops it. God, that is not normal for the tight end position. These are the guys you depend on down here in this area.
Zings it complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Throwing more. On target. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Moore. Moving out to the right. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the two-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip.
Oregon, 8. Ole Miss, 0. Number 97 sets a kickoff.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there.
First and 10.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats.
8. Ole Miss, 0.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Making side adjustments here. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They punt it away on fourth down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Dante Moore. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the big fella's trying to work the drag route. He does a good job getting lost in the wash. He comes out the other side. He's open. He's just got to make the catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Moore to the air. Sets up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Pick up of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on.
Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. This time it's complete. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. He wants it all. Touchdown, Rebels. Fit it in the window for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Moore to throw. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. I think he wanted to take a shot there, and he took a shot all right and dumped the ball off to the running back.
No, there's no doubt, Reese, and he took a shot, but I think he did the right thing. I want to push the ball down the field. I want to make big plays, but when it's not there, be smart. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Moore will throw. Release to the back. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes a deep grab. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Swings it out to his running back. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. More to throw for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Throwing more. Makes the grab on the left. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Again, it's Moore. Bringing the heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Moore. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Moore, play action. He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Interesting decision here, but if they make the two, it'll be a two-possession game and a 9-point lead. Moore to the air again. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. And the Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Back open in the middle. It's a fumble! Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on for a massive fumble recovery.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. The run inside. It's Davison. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one, if they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Dante Moore finds us back in the middle.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Looking for space. It's Davison. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Moore with the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense, because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Makes a grab deep.
Well, you got to think there offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Spits it out to the back. And play stops the drive. Got room on the return.
And I love this defense understanding